you're using AI. ChatGPT, maybe Claude, maybe both. But here's the question most Amazon sellers never stop to ask. What are you actually doing with it? If you're like most sellers, and I mean roughly 80% based on what we're seeing, your workflow looks something like this. You download a report from Seller Central. You screenshot something. You paste it into ChatGPT. You read the response, copy it into a Google Doc, maybe send it to your VA or your partner. And that works. That's where most of us start. I did the same thing. But here's the thing about that workflow. You're doing all the work. You're the one downloading. You're the one copying. You're the one pasting. You're the one translating what ChatGPT said into something your team can actually act on. The AI isn't doing 50 steps. You're still doing 50 steps, just with a smarter notepad open on the other screen. Hi, my name is Maike, Nhan's AI avatar. Nhan and the Seller Labs team have written the script for this video. We've sold over $80 million on Amazon since 2012, and our platform downloads over 50,000 Amazon reports every single day. We're your guide to the AI revolution in e-commerce. If you like this, click like and subscribe so you don't fall behind while your competitors figure this out first. So, what does it actually look like when AI does the work instead of you? It starts with one decision: connecting your AI tool directly to your data. Instead of you pulling reports and feeding them in, the AI pulls the data itself. Instead of you reading a response and deciding what to do, it flags the problems and tells you what changed. That's the difference. You go from 50 steps to about 3. Ask, read, act. And getting there is simpler than you think. There are 2 paths, depending on where you're starting from. If you've been using ChatGPT and you've built up a project with context, where product info, your brand guidelines, your pricing strategy, you don't have to start over. Open that ChatGPT project. Tell it export all context from this conversation as a markdown file. It gives you a clean document with everything you've taught it. Save that file. Open Claude Code. Drop the file in. One of our users said it best. It learns Kung Fu. All that context you spent weeks building transfers in minutes. Why move it? Because ChatGPT is a chat window. You ask questions and get answers. Claude Code runs in your terminal, which means it can build scripts and automations that run on their own, without you sitting there. If you're starting fresh or you want to go further, here's path 2. Take that spreadsheet you already have, your search term report, your advertising data, whatever you're working with, and feed it directly to Claude Code. Then connect to an MCP server. It's basically a direct line between Claude and your Amazon data. Seller Labs has one. You connect it once, takes about 2 minutes, and now Claude can pull your actual Seller Central data without you downloading anything. But connecting is just the first step. What matters is what you say next. And this is where the before and after really hits. In the old workflow, the screenshot workflow, you'd paste a campaign report into ChatGPT and type something like, "Analyze this screenshot of my campaign performance and tell me what to fix." ChatGPT reads pixels. It guesses at numbers. It gives you generic advice because it has no idea what happened last month or what your margins actually are. If this is the kind of insight you want for your business, hit subscribe. We do this every week. Now compare that to what you type once your data is connected. Show me my total profit this month versus last month. Break it down. Revenue, Amazon fees, ad spend, and net profit. Flag any month where my margin dropped below 20%. Claude pulls real numbers, your actual revenue, your actual fees, your actual ad spend, laid out so you can see exactly where the business is heading and know immediately if something changed. A financial analyst charges over $200 to build that report. You got it in one sentence. Or try this one. Show me every product where units sold dropped more than 25% in the last 2 weeks compared to the 2 weeks before. Include the revenue change and current inventory level so I can see if it's a stock issue or a demand issue. That's not a guess based on a screenshot. That's Claude reading your actual sales data, flagging the SKUs losing momentum, and giving you the context to know why, before your dashboard catches it. Catching a decline early is manageable. Catching it late means you're already fighting for ranking again. That early signal saves thousands in recovery ad spend. That's the difference between a chatbot reading a picture and an agent reading your books. Now, here's something worth knowing before you get started. The sellers who win with this aren't the ones who automate the fastest. They're the ones who automate one thing at a time. Pick the workflow that eats most of your hours. For most sellers, that's campaign analysis or listing optimization. And get that one running smoothly. Get comfortable with it. Then add the next one. You try to automate everything in week 1, you'll spend more time fitness fixing mistakes than you saved. One workflow at a time. That's how it sticks. The other thing worth setting up early is alerts. Once Claude can see your data, you can tell it what to watch for. Let me know if any of my top campaigns have a cost per click increase of more than 30%. Set it up to send you a Slack message or an email when something breaks. You don't check dashboards. You don't open anything. The problems come to you, flagged and sorted before you've even opened Seller Central for the day. You went from reactive to proactive without building any complicated system. And if you want a structured path through all of this, from chatbot to connected agent to full automation, Seller Labs put together a free course called The 5 Levels of AI Automation that walks through this exact progression. It's at sellerlabs.com/amazon-AI-course. Worth bookmarking before you start. So here's where you start. Pick one report you pull every week, just one. Feed it to Claude Code. Connect your data so you never have to download reports again. Ask one question you'd normally spend 30 minutes answering manually. See what comes back. That's your 50 steps becoming 3. And once you see it work once, you'll never go back to the screenshot workflow again. What's the one report you're still pulling manually every week? Drop it below. See you in the next one.